Hello, everyone. My name is Hayden Sasswood. I am the digital organizer for Respect Missouri Voters, and I work very closely with the software development team that is continuing to build our signature tracking app. So today we're just going to do a basic walkthrough of entering in bundles. So at a notary event, you should have a volunteer be a greeter at the door, and when other volunteers signature gatherers come in with their petitions, they'll greet them, set the tone, the expectation, say sign in, and then grab one bundle sheet, and then relax, take your time, count carefully, and fill out your bundle sheet where each row is a single county. And so they might have a bundle sheet that looks something kind of like this. So this would be my information. So hopefully they know their field ID. If not, you will be able to find it. The receiving team ID, so this is the team that is receiving it. So if you're a field captain of, let's say, Northeast 03, Team 3, you would put they would put NE03, and that instruction can be given at the door. You could even write it ahead of time on the bundle sheets so that nobody can mess it up. The date is just the date of turn-in, and then contact information. This is helpful in case for whatever reason they're not already registered in the system. We can then just register them if we have to. And then down here, county breakdown of petition sheets and signatures. So we can see St. Louis County, 2 sheets, 18 signatures. St. Louis City, 4 sheets, 33 signatures. Every single time you have you're working in you have something for St. Louis County or St. Louis City, you always write out the word county. You always write out the word city, even on your petition sheets. So that way it would read as St. Louis County or St. Louis City County, where the first county or city is handwritten and then the second county is printed. But for all the other counties on this sheet, this sheet's not going to the government. This is just for our internal use. Like I put Jefferson here. We know that means Jefferson County. So 2 petition sheets for St. Louis County, 18 signatures, 4 sheets for St. Louis City, 33 signatures, 1 sheet for Jefferson County, and 1 signature. This is pretty common. You'll have 1 sheet that's just 1 signature. We want folks to turn that in, absolutely. Every week or every notary event, everything they have. It helps us to make sure we have an accurate count as we go forward. So let's go to the signature tracking app. So to get to the signature tracking app, you type in field.respectmovoters.org. Enter, we're going to go there, and we're going to log in. Now our login is exclusively using Google login, and so it's important that when you register as a field captain or regional director that you register with a Google-friendly email address. But that's only for leaders, gatherers, that's not necessary. Okay, and so now to actually submit the bundle sheets, this is labeled petition sheets. This is going to turn into a drop-down that has submit bundles, view local bundles, create package, view packages, and in transit. But for now, it's just petition sheets. And we're going to go over a couple other quirks that we're still ironing out, so bear with us as this will continue to improve. So to submit the bundle, you really need the 6-character field ID of the signature gatherer and the 4-character team ID of the team they're turning it into. So we can take a look here. Our field ID for our gatherer is SL9902. So we're going to put in SL9902. And technically, if you could press enter, you could click anywhere outside of this box and it will just start loading. You could also hit set gatherer too. And then what it automatically does, it automatically pulls the team based on what you put in for the gatherer. That's going to change. In the future, it will pull the team from you, from the user, from whatever your field ID is, whatever team you're on. And so because there are many times where somebody's field ID doesn't match the team that they're turning it into. That's quite common. So be sure to pay attention. In this case, we are sticking with SL99. The team is already set, but we can see by the check mark here, so we're in good shape. And we can see the information is correct. It doesn't say Hayden Sasswood, but that's okay. Technically, my legal name is actually Sass, so that's a fun time. But yeah, so we can see that the information matches, and so we're going to just go down to county. Now here, you don't have to scroll. You can just start typing. And so we know St. Louis County was the first one, right? St. Louis County, 2 petition sheets, 18 signatures. You can use these plus and minus buttons. You can also just type, and it's really simple. ST, put a period, there's St. Louis City, I can just choose that. And we've got 4 petition sheets and 33 signatures. So I'm gonna do 4 here, hit tab, 33, tab twice, and then I know Jefferson County is the last one. I know that's 1 and 1, so I'm just gonna do that. Now, what's going on here is if there's more than 4 counties, you just hit add a county, and you can just keep adding more, or ever many there are. I did run into a bug today where there was a bundle that had many counties and it wasn't allowing us to submit it. There's nothing in the code that indicates that would happen, but we're going to look into that bug. In that case, all we did is we just split it into 2 smaller bundles, and that worked. So again, this is ongoing. Please definitely report any bugs or anything that you think could make this more user-friendly. There's a lot that we're going to improve, but we'd love to get your feedback. Another weird quirk here is that if I try to submit bundle and there are empty rows, it won't let me. We may decide to keep it that way just to help prevent somebody from submitting one that has like numbers in here that they meant to go to some county but they misclicked. So we'll see what happens there. But in this case, what we have to do is just remove the excess counties, all the blank ones, and then we can hit submit bundle. So it's creating bundle, as we can see down here in the bottom left. So just be patient. Boom, and there it goes. And now you're set to enter another bundle. You could change the gatherer. The team will stay the same if you keep going, but the next time you come back and it's cleared, then it will reset the team again. So that's useful because you're often going to submit a bunch in a row for the same team. The other thing that we can do here is we can hit view bundle. And this is another bug. It opens in a new tab and you have to hit log in again and just be patient. But it will pull this up. So again, this is going to get smoother, and what I want to do is I want to show, this is called the bundle ID. I want to just show it right here. So that's also coming down the pipeline. And I actually want to record this bundle ID on the bundle sheet. And that's the most important piece of information that we need to do our job to track everything. And so on the bundle sheet, we've got it currently down in for use by Verification Center, but it's totally okay. It would be, if you want to be very kind to your fellow volunteers at the Verification Center, it would be fantastic if you were to put the bundle ID. So I'm going to do that just right now. Again, it's not strictly necessary, but if I highly recommend asking a volunteer to help out with this. Boom, there we go. And then process and entry date time, you don't have to worry about those. Great, and so that's put in. And so yeah, if you have field ID, the receiving team ID, the date will automatically be recorded. You've got this stuff filled out by your volunteers to make it easy to do the data entry, and the bundle ID down here. That's gonna do you pretty well. You do want your totals because you're gonna see stuff. We can check here, 7 and 52 matches 7 and 52. And so it automatically creates batches. So a batch is a single county. So a batch is a single county, single gatherer. Whereas a bundle is a single gatherer with multiple different counties. And sometimes you'll just have one county and that's okay in a given bundle, but a bundle has to be the same person, and that's based on the petition sheet, actually. So a husband and wife, for example, they cannot turn in their signatures together as a single bundle. They have to separate them out, and they both have to be registered. That's really, really important for tracking everything and separating things out. It's super, super important. So yeah, if you just want to see these batches, if you really want, you could print out the batch sheets. You could print out a bundle sheet if you want. Those aren't formatted super well yet, but they're going to get better. And then I want to show you one more thing. That let's imagine that I made a mistake. Let's say we went back through and we discovered that, oh no, actually there were only 17 signatures. One of them was bad, and we discovered that it was bad and it wasn't even in that county. And so later we will give the ability to edit bundles, but for now, what we have is we can delete bundles and re-enter them. And in order to delete a bundle, you have to delete all of the batches in it, and you cannot add a new batch to a bundle after it's been created, right? So batches go into bundles. So what we actually have to do, and again, this is going to get smoother. I hope to eliminate this step where you have to delete all the batches first before you can delete the bundle. But this was just added over this last weekend, and so we just wanted to have something working. And so this allows us to correct mistakes, and that has dramatically boosted the total number of signatures the campaign has collected because we were able to do that. So 3 dots, no bundles records for bundle. So we, this should say no batches, no batch records for bundle. But again, we're working on it. It's going to get better, I promise. And then we're going to delete this bundle, submit, and then when it's done, you are just going to still sit on here, but you're not going to be able to see this again. And you can go back to petition sheets and you can enter it again. So we did SL99. Oh, also this is case sensitive. I'm sorry that it's case sensitive. Again, that's another thing that we're going to improve with time, I promise. But so we could do, Saint, and this is not case sensitive, this part, the county drop down, so that's nice. And 2 and 17, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so you can submit the bundle again. We just want to focus on getting these bundles entered, because if the bundles get entered, then we can have accurate counts, and that way your stats can show up, right? So we can see in these different counties, in these different regions, we can see how many signatures they've collected. So you don't want to be left in the dust if you've got a lot of signatures. And one last thing, it is okay, it is a-okay for you to set this up, like for you to log in and then hand your computer over to a volunteer and let them do the data entry. That's totally fine. They can do it throughout the notary event, they can do it after the end of the notary event, but that is totally a-okay. Really encourage you to leverage your volunteers. They want to help. You just have to ask. They don't know that this is a thing that they can do. So definitely leverage your volunteers. Okay, that's enough. Thank you so much, and definitely reach out to me, sass@respectvoters.org, if you need help. We have, like I said, a more in-depth 4-part video series coming from Terry, and Elizabeth is also going to be helping with supporting field captains with using this software. Okay.